Hi, hope everyone's doing good. Today I'm going to walk you through how we got Kanishka from here to this. For those who don't know me, my name is Gayan Pereira. I'm a PICP strength coach and a sports nutrition specialist, and I have coached over 1,200 Sri Lankan expats over the past 10 years to lose body fat, build lean muscles, and improve their health. Cool. So as per usual, we'll go section by section, and I'll explain the exact strategies we use with training and nutrition to get the outcome. Okay, cool. So Kanishka, his starting point, he was 66 kilos. He had some. He has been training for a while. You can tell he already has some good amount of muscles, and he's relatively lean as well. Ideally, what he wanted, build some lean muscles and drop some body fat so he get more like a athletic physique or close to something like a cover model physique. So he would like to do a photo shoot at the end as well. So that's what we focused from the beginning. Okay, he had a lower back injury, so we worked around it. Um, Okay, week 1 to 4. So we'll go block by block because this is a very kind of a specific process that we took him through to get to that cover model look at the end. Okay, so week 1 to 4, I used 5, 10, 20 method. This is somewhat a advanced program. I wouldn't start a complete beginner with this training method, but Kanishka, he has been training for a while. I'll put him upper intermediate category. So yeah, um, that's why I started him with this program. That's why I started him with this program. Cool. Now, to give you an example how this training method work, if we take, let's say quads for example, we basically do, it's a tricep. You do 3 different exercises in 3 different rep ranges. So for the first exercise, so A1, we can do a leg press for 5 reps. So it's a heavy set. We can rest 60 to 90 seconds. Then the next one, we could do a split squat variation, 10 reps, 90 seconds to 2 minutes rest. Then the third exercise, we'll do higher rep range, 20 reps, and after this we need a longer rest, so 2.5 to 3 minute rest period. Then you repeat that cycle 3 to 4 times. Okay, so that's the training program we used for the first block or the first 4 weeks. Now the nutrition. We did a small deficit for the first couple of weeks because he was dropping body fat even with a small deficit. So you don't have to unnecessarily go into a big calorie deficit if you are losing body fat with a small deficit, right? On the week 3, we did increase the calorie deficit a bit. Then the week 4, we did a refeed at maintenance calories. Now you don't have to do refeeds or diet breaks that often. However, the leaner you are, the more often you have to do the refeed to prevent lean muscle loss. Okay? Now, the second block, week 5 to 8, training program, 10, 8, 6, 15. I'll explain the program structure very briefly. Now, in this programming methods, by the way, this one was invented by legendary Vince Gironda in the 80s. It's a very classic bodybuilding training program. Right, so the hero of this training method is the third set. So everything else is calculated or decided based on what you do here. Okay, so to give an example, if you are, let's take bench press for an example. If you are doing 100 kilos for 6 reps here, okay, if you're not doing 100 kilos for bench press, it's okay. I'm just taking this as an example because it's 100 kilos. It's just easy to do the math. That's all. So if you're doing 100 kilos for 6 reps here, then week 1 should be around 50% of that weight. That'll be 50 kilos for 10 reps. And the set 2 should be around 75% of it, so 75 kilos for 8 reps, and this one obviously 100 kilos for 6 reps, and the last one you have to reduce the weight. at 35%, so that'll be 35 kilos at 15 reps. That's the rough idea. Okay. The nutrition approach here, we increase. So after this repeat, so this week 4, we increase calories to maintenance, and at week 5, we increased calories a bit even more. We increased even above the maintenance. Then we went back into a deficit again on week 6 and 7, pretty similar. And in week 8, we increased the calorie deficit. So a little bit of a bigger deficit than these 2 weeks. Okay. Now the third block, week 9 to 12. So here we used a program called post-exhaustion method. So this one we do 2 exercises with like short rest period in between for the same muscle group. And the first exercise kind of a lower rep range, so heavier weight, and the second exercise in the higher rep range with a lower weight. Okay, so if you take biceps for an example, you can do a barbell curl or a reverse curl here, 6 to 8 reps. Then you will only rest for like 15 to 30 seconds. Then you will do the second exercise, spider curl, just for an example. That one you can do 15 to 18 reps. Then after that you will take a longer break, 2 to 3 minutes. Then you repeat that sequence 3 to 4 times. Okay. Nutrition in this block, this bit of advanced nutrition stuff. Week 9, we did aggressive calorie deficit at 35% below the deficit. Yeah, so I was going to do the math, but I don't want to get the numbers wrong. Yeah, so just let's say, let's take for an example. I hope I get the numbers right. If your maintenance is 2000 calories, then at 35%, your calories would be roughly about 1300, just to give you an example. Okay, so that's an aggressive deficit for 4 days. Then we increase calories to refeed for 3 days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is a deficit, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a refeed at maintenance calories. Now week 10, we did moderate deficit, so not as, so less of a deficit than here, like here. Okay, so if we take the same example as here, so if your maintenance calories is 2000, here you will be at 1600 calories here. And we did 1 day repeat, so 3 days repeat here, but here only 1 day repeat. But also the calorie deficit is not as big as here. Okay, same thing here. We increase the calorie deficit a little bit, and 1 day repeat. Here 6 days aggressive deficit. Now it's a big deficit here, and 1 day refeed with 300 calories calorie surplus. Okay, meaning if your maintenance is 2000, the refeed here will be at 2300 calories. So maintenance plus 300 calories, that's the surplus. Okay, cool. Now the next block, week 12 to 16. Training program, we used high frequency plus daily undulating periodization. It's a mix of 2 methods. So we used variety of different rep ranges throughout the week. Early in the week, low reps, 4 to 6 reps, day 1, day 2, 10 to 12 reps, day 3, 18 to 20 reps. Then you repeat that cycle. After day 3, you will go back to day 1 and repeat that. Okay. Week 13, carb cycling. We did okay, so I like these two together, daily undulating periodization plus carb cycling, because you can, so we can program nutrition according to the training, because this goes, again, there are so many different ways you can do it, but we did it in like a 3-day cycle to complement the training we did here. Yeah, so week 13, day 1 at maintenance, day 2 at a 20% deficit, day 3 at a 30% deficit, then day 4 you go back to maintenance again and repeat that cycle. That's week 13. Week 14, same method, carb cycling. Day 1 we did a 200 calorie surplus. So if you take the same example at 2000, if your maintenance is 2000, you'll be at 2200 here. Day 2, at a 20% deficit. Day 3, 40% deficit. Week 15, 400 calories surplus, 30% deficit. Day 3, 50% deficit. Repeat. Okay. And so week 16, we did carb loading. So when you do a photo shoot or a competition, also there are so many different ways we can do carb loading. The idea of carb loading or peaking is to enhance your physique for a specific look, depending on if you're competing, which competition you do, which federation, which division, what kind of look you want to get, and where your body fat level is at that point. So depending on all those circumstances, the way you do carb load can be slightly different. So here what we want to do is more like we wanted to get more like a cover model look. The method we did here is 2-day very low carb, so like 70 grams per day, and day 2 50 grams carb per day, so it's depleting carbs here. Okay, and Wednesday we did a carb up 650 grams. So that way, so when you do the carb up, after depleting, when you do the carb up, your body is going to hold on to more glycogen better, and you will look, your muscles will look more round and fuller. So that looks nice for a photo or a competition. Okay, that's the idea. So yeah, that's what we got, and that's how we got Kanishka from here to this. Cool. Hope you enjoyed it and helped a bit. Yeah, I'll see you guys in another video.